Alright guys, welcome back. I just wanted to go over a couple different features that I added, or I don't know if they're considered upgrades or not, but I added a couple different things to the bike. I didn't add the backrest clip to the last video. It just, the one I recorded kind of corrupted, so I just got rid of it, and figured it just wouldn't fit into that video very well. I just figured I'm going to just make another one real quick of the backrest and a quick installation thing, and then the lights that I had installed on the bike. So the backrest, I got the tall one. It comes with short or tall. And then you have to buy the docking kit, and then you have to buy the pads separately. Total, it was I think like $600. It's a good bit. The docking kit's like $130. Pads $100, and then the upright was like $370. The short one I think is $10 less. But I think the tall one definitely fits, or a little bit nicer for the passenger if you're going to go on a little bit of an extended ride. So, you know, looking back here, this is the backrest itself. Like I said, you know, it's a tall piece here. This is a removable one, so there's tabs in the back to remove it, and then you have to actually key it to your key fob key. So there's some ones that open up your saddlebags. You have to rekey it to it. It gives you all the parts to do it. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt. Luckily, I stuck my dad and my buddy on that job while I was installing the backrest and all the pieces to go with it. So the backrest itself, like I said, it has this little docking kit to it. It has, what it does is it replaces the pieces, the body panels. See if I can find that here. So these guys here, which actually would have gone right there. So you take these guys out and you flip the antennas around, and it gets mounted to a bracket that comes with it, and then down the inside you get mounting bolts here and these discs that it clicks down on. Like I said, there's handles in the back that you actually have to push in. This one gets locked by that key, but I'm pretty sure if somebody wanted to take it, they could. It's really not hard. But anyway, that's how that all goes on there. So you just turn the key, push both things forward. I just kind of lay my shoulder right into here because it's a little stiff because it is really supposed to hold itself on there. Just kind of knock it forward and it pops right off, no problem. I think the total weight of the whole backrest was like 16 or 18 pounds. So there's, you know, it feels sturdy, that's for sure. Easy to install for the most part. I think the directions were very easy to follow. You just got to make sure you have all the parts with it, and you're good to go. The second thing that I'm going to go over real quick is the LEDs that I installed. So I'm not being sponsored by these guys, same as any other video. I'm doing this on my own with my own money, just because it's stuff I like to have on the bike, and different things just to kind of set it apart from somebody else. But from ledglow.com, I bought the advanced million color motorcycle kit with the smartphone controller. So there's different ones. This one, like it says, you can operate with your phone. Has the options to go to a bunch of different lights. They are little strips. I don't know if you can kind of see those sitting in there, but they're little strips. They come actually in different sizes. So this kit was a 12-piece kit, and I still have 2 left over because I want to see if maybe I want to stick them in the front fender or something like that. But I'll show you each place that I did it. When I do these kits, first thing I do is I pull them all out of the box, and then I connect them up, make sure that it works. I have a little adapter that I could plug into the wall and then power up the actual unit itself, plug all the lights in, verify that they work, then I'm good to go. And then from there I kind of mock up on the bike what I want it to look like. I try to get an idea before I go into it. So really I looked over the bike, it was like, this is where I'd like to stick lights, and then that's how I got my count of how many lights that I wanted. And then I usually try to maybe buy 2 more on top of that. It does cost a little extra just in case I find another place to put them, or if they ever go out down the road, you know, just from, you know, wear and tear, being on the road and stuff like that. At least there's, you know, some extra ones. So the ones that I got came with 3 different sizes. Four different sizes, 12-piece kit. And like I said, I mock it up on the bike. Once I get them in, I'll zip tie them to places, light them up, see if I like it, then I'll permanently install it. which it has 3M tape on the back, and then any place it's on a roll bar or like on the chassis itself that I could fit a zip tie to, I put a zip tie on as well, just for extra securement. When I install these, I add heat to them, so I get the heat gun out, I'll heat the 3M tape up just to get it a little bit more tacky, then I'll hold it to wherever it's at for maybe about a minute or so till it cools down a little bit, and it seems like it helps out a lot. The very first bike I did was my Raider, and that seemed to have some issues on the different metal pieces that I was putting it on, so then I went back and heated them up, then I stuck it back onto the bike, and it held the entire time then. And so that's what I've been doing. This is now the 5th bike I've done. I did my Raider, did a Buddy's Cruiser, I did the MT10, I did an R3, and now this bike. So it comes with a little remote. It says A, B, C, and D on it, all different controls if you don't use your smartphone. But if you choose to use your smartphone, I'll go over that app real quick then. So by holding in D, sometimes you get close to the bike. It'll light them up. There are different features that you can do with that itself. So I stuck a large light underneath the tank, 2 small 4-inch lights here in the back underneath the seat itself. I did 2 6.5-inch strips in the front. Also did 2 underneath, which I think I might add more. And then in between the bag, I don't know how well you can see that. There we go. Just above the pipe, on both sides, I added, I think there were 9-inch strips. So I'm going to go kill the lights, and then I'll show you the actual app and what you can do with them then. Alright, so the app itself is called LED Moto Glow. It pops up. Now you have to have your Bluetooth and your location on for securing to the bike. So once it's on, it gives you a color wheel. It gives you all these different options here and there. So if I hit the power button, boom, the lights pop on. And then I can do, that gives you different settings. So like setting 2, it looks like it's a pink setting. I haven't gone through these with the new bike. This app works with all the controllers. You just have to connect to them. Okay, so this is, okay, that's the million color fade. So it'll just kind of pan through a bunch of different colors on this one. You can set multiple colors by clicking this little button here, and it'll give you the option to go around this pinwheel and actually choose your color itself. Now if I'm doing this, I can actually change it to strobe opposite. You can change the speed of it. You can do million color fade with a strobe. Does all sorts of stuff. Color fade. Let's see what else we got here. Fade with a strobe. Speed that up. Yep, doesn't quite do it as much as, there we go. Okay, gets a little aggressive there. Fade with the strobe or just strobe. There we go. But like I said, you can actually change the color. So we're going to strobe. So if you want to do it, boom, do it that way, or you can do strobe opposite. Oh, that's just one color. Alrighty. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, you can come up to the front here. The video kind of really doesn't do it any justice. That's allegedly red. I don't know. It doesn't look quite red, but anyway. So like I said, there you go. Real simple add-on. You can even attach it to the brake system, and the brakes will light up when you hit it. It'll flash 3 times red and then lock solid red. And once you release the brakes, then it will go back to the color you had it on before. It also gives you hazards. My bike already has hazards, but this is kind of nice because then people can see you from the sides. One, it looks cool going down the road. 2, it gives it gives people a chance to see because they are really bright. You can actually change the intensity of them as well. So I keep them all the way up. The box does have a setting in it to prevent it from killing your battery. It's supposed to turn off when it gets down to a certain percentage. So it really shouldn't hurt you too bad. So then I ran all the wires up underneath the seat, connected it to the battery, and then kind of zip tied everything, made it look clean, and stuffed it underneath the seat itself. And that was a real easy thing. Usually it takes me about 2.5 to 3 hours to do it, but like I said, I like to mock it up in advance, and I like to just get an idea of what the bike looks like, and then I go back and then I will install the rest of it then. Alright, so those are the 2 upgrades that I'm got done at the moment. I'm just going to kind of hold off for now. The next thing I'll do is the infotainment system video, and then I'm also going to do the review on the 2016 Yamaha Bolt. So just keep your eye out for those. Probably going to get those done maybe tonight. May not upload them until the end of the weekend once I get everything kind of edited and thrown together. So like I said in the past videos, I appreciate everybody who's commented on all the other ones. For those of you that take the time to sit down and watch them, it's great, and the questions I've been able to answer and the conversations that have been started have been absolutely phenomenal. And like I stated before, these were just originally just videos just to show what the bike was, since there was no information out there, and also to just kind of give me something to do, and it kind of has taken a different turn, and now I really enjoy doing it, and the fact that I get to have conversations with people, like I do care, but I don't care so much about the bike, and being able to just show what I'm doing with it. Like I really enjoy the conversations that we're having, and the different questions and answers and stuff like that. So that's been a real great thing to see, and I'm hoping that someday I'll be able to meet some people out and about and just kind of talk about different things. I have seen an Eluder on the another venture. I've seen 2 different ventures, both the silver and the red color, on the road. It's the only 2 I've seen in the area so far. But when I did a ride the other day, charity ride, I pulled in the parking lot. I think just about 3/4 of the lot was standing there staring at me as I'm rolling past it, and I had a bunch of guys coming up asking about the bike because they weren't 100% about it, except for the 2 Harley dealerships that I stopped at. Both knew exactly what the bike was, so I kind of found that funny. But yeah, there's I always have people coming up and asking about it, or always taking a look at it because it has its own unique look to it. So that's been a real cool thing as well. So yeah, like like before, if you have any questions or just comments to go with, and go ahead and do that down below. You can subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep trying to come out with videos as I kind of progress into this a little bit more. This is like I said, it's new for me, and I do photography and all that stuff on the side, but making videos kind of really wasn't my thing. So now I'm starting to enjoy it, and like I said, the outcome of it has been getting better and better, and I think that's been a real cool experience for me. So if there's anything that you guys would like to see, I'll try and get that done as well. I'm going to try and hit up some with some demo days, because there's 2 or 3 different bikes I'd like to try, so I'll definitely record those and give my opinions on those. Like I said, I'm not huge on doing that, only because I like to have time on the bike, but at least doing first impression of the bike itself. The first 2 I would like to try is the Super Tenere, and then what was the new one? Yeah, it's a 900cc, basically the same thing.